Hey, Coach. Obviously, playoffs, there's an extra juice, I guess, extra pep in the step for a team. But knowing that you guys are getting a good Southwood team, a top 10 battle in 1A right off the bat, I mean, you guys have to be chomping at the bit to get ready on Friday night.
Absolutely. They're one of the best teams we played. It's going to be difficult for us to match their overall speed, in practice, because they are extremely fast. They're only giving up, I think they've given up 7 touchdowns this year and averaging less than 6 points a game, and their offense has got a lot of weapons. So, one of the things we've struggled with this year is consistency and turning the ball over. If we do it against a team like this, the game will be over quickly, and we won't like the outcome. So we're going to have to play our best brand of football and take care of things, and hopefully we can match them physically and with the speed at which they play, and we'll see how it goes.
What do you like about this Busco team heading into the Week 10 matchup? What are you guys doing well as a team as you enter the postseason?
I think our running games has been pretty consistent. Minus 1 week we've ran the ball effectively, and I think our defense has been pretty solid, and we're in a situation that there are games that we've given up points at the end that I'll be honest with you, we're not interested in our stats. We're interested in winning the game and getting our kids off the field, and if that means that we give up some late scores with our junior varsity and against some older guys, we're okay with that. So I think our defense is better than what it's been given credit for because of situations that we've been in. The ultimate goal is to win the game, and however we do that is fine with us. So,
what is the priority in practice this week? Knowing what Southwood does well, what are you really focusing on in practice this week to get you ready for Friday?
Well, I think we're trying to keep things simple, but we're also trying to make sure that we understand the dynamics of which they have all these different kids that can do a lot of different things, and so we spent a lot of time in film and scouting report meeting yesterday. I think just trying to simulate that, and you got to slow it down at the beginning of the week, and hopefully by the end of the week we're more efficient. But really, we're just trying to do what we're best at, and as it pertains to defending and moving the ball on them, and hopefully we're making our kids comfortable by doing that, and hopefully we'll have good results.
Appreciate it, Coach.
Hey, thanks, Glenn.
I mean, in a sectional like we're in, we have to play them at some point if we want to win it. So why not play them in the first week? And we got a lot of seniors. I don't think we're ready to be done anytime soon, so we just got to work hard and see where we end up.
Tell me a little bit about this Busco team. What are you guys doing well as a team as we enter the playoffs?
I mean, we're running the ball pretty strong. I think our offense is pretty good. Toughness, we hit hard. I think that's really what we try to do well.
When you take a look at Southwood, I don't know how much you've looked at them on tape or what Coach has gone through in the scouting report, but what are some of the things that concern you about Southwood? What are some of the things that you're going to have to do well both offensively and defensively to counter what they do?
I mean, their team speed is some of the best in the state, and they've let up five points a game, so that's really good. And their offense can score points too, so we just have to have a good overall game if we want to win.
Final question for me: how much are you expecting? Friday night to just be an absolutely fun game, because you're taking a look at a game. And Busco is one of the best places to play. Southwood travels well. I mean, you guys have played big playoff games. I mean, South Adams comes to my mind in the past. I mean, this is like, as a senior, this is like what you live for on a Friday night.
Oh yeah, I mean, when we got that draw and we saw Southwood, we knew it was going to be a huge game. We knew both crowds were going to come. It was just going to be one of the best games of the week in the area. So I mean, it's just always fun to play a big game like this.
All right. Perfect, my man. Thank you. All right, Reese, when you take a look at this Busco team, obviously a solid regular season. It gets ratcheted up in the playoffs real quick. What is this Busco team doing well that you're looking to roll into the playoffs and make a run?
We just bring physicality every time we step on the field. We just like playing physical, getting after it.
What's the focus in practice this week, and what has Coach stressed Monday here and on Tuesday to get you ready for what Southwood has?
Hitting, being physical, getting after it.
When you got the draw and you saw, okay, man, we got one of the top teams in 1A coming to our place in week 1 of the postseason, what was your reaction, and how much juice is there for a game like this right off the bat in the playoffs?
It's really exciting. Gets me going.
When you take a look at this Busco team, you guys have played big games in the playoffs in the past. You guys had South Adams here last year. What do you take away from maybe that experience that this group of seniors can use for a new playoff run?
Experience. I mean, we've all basically played last year, so we know what to expect. We just got to come out and do our job, execute.
What have you seen from Southwood on tape that they do well offensively? What are some of the things that you're going to have to do to slow them down and have a good defensive effort on Friday night?
They got a lot of skilled guys. They're really fast. They block really well. They're just a solid team.
Offensively, what do you have to do well against Southwood's defense? I think people talk about Southwood's offense a lot, but their numbers are really impressive. What do they do well? What are your biggest concerns against their defense, and what can you guys do to put up some points on Friday?
Just execute, do our job every snap, go 100%.
A lot of people say this is the best game in 1A in the state of Indiana. What do you expect the atmosphere to be like on Friday night, especially for a guy who's a senior who I would think has to live for moments like this?
I mean, it's really nerve-wracking. It's really exciting.
What are you most looking forward to?
Playing.
Hitting somebody?
Yeah.
All right, my man. Appreciate it, Reese.